Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Wednesday, April 17th, 2019. I'm Fredicia Liebert. During an interview with host of Government at Work, Keith Scarborough, Minister of Culture Honorable Eric Evelyn spoke about sponsorship for Culturama 45.
Most of our, if not all of our perennial sponsors are back on board for the 45th anniversary. I don't think there is anybody who would want to drop off at this point in time. This is a big year for the festival. It's a big year for the sponsors as well. It's a big year for everyone. And so all of our perennial sponsors will be back on board this year. In terms of increase in sponsorship, I know from the beginning, from the onset, I know there was an interest from National Bank to up their sponsorship this year. I know they would have increased their sponsorship last year. And they also want to try to even increase it again for 2019. So I'm not sure whether or not that will happen, but I know that the interest was there from National Bank to increase the sponsorship this year. We haven't had any commitment yet from any other sponsors in terms of increase in sponsorship money for this year, but we are hoping that they can still make that decision.
The Minister of Culture is soliciting sponsorship for Culturama 45.
We are asking those of you who are out there listening and viewing that if you're interested in sponsoring anything for Culturama 45, please see us, the Department of Culture, the Culturama Secretariat. We'll be extremely happy to entertain you and your sponsorship.
Minister of Culture, the Honorable Eric Evelyn. Culturama 45 will begin on Thursday, July 25th and conclude on Tuesday, August 6, 2019. The slogan for this year's celebration of Culturama is Love, Passion, Pride. Culturama 45. Meantime, Culturama 45 is just more than 3 months away and preparations are ongoing for the 2019 edition of the festival. Minister of Culture in the Nevis Island Administration is the Honorable Eric Evelyn.
The media launch for the festival will be taking place on Friday, the 3rd of May, at the Mount Nevis Hotel at 10 a.m.
Minister Evelyn noted that the media launch will take place 2 weeks later than in 2018 because the committee is putting some finishing touches on the calendar of activities.
Of course, we know this is a signature year for us. It's the 45th anniversary. And so we would have had a few additions, subtractions from the calendar of activities. And we wanted to ensure that everything was properly done before we come to the public. And of course, once we have that media launch on the 3rd of May, we will be releasing that calendar of activities to the public. And so we wanted to ensure that everything was prim and proper and in order before we reveal the calendar of events and before we have that media launch.
The Culture Minister was speaking on the program Government at Work with host Keith Scarborough on Thursday, April 11th. Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris, has extended his condolences and those of the government and people of St. Kitts and Nevis to the family and loved ones of Herman Liebert. 78-year-old Herman Liebert, a former Speaker of the House of Assembly, died on Friday, April 12, 2019. He was a visionary who had a remarkable life story, having presided as Speaker during an extraordinary era in our country's development, Prime Minister Harris said upon learning of Liebert's passing. Herman Liebert first presided as Speaker at the opening of the new House of Assembly on March 20, 1980, following the general election of February 18, 1980. Prime Minister Harris also noted that the Honorable Herman Liebert presided over a House of Assembly that witnessed a historic coalition of two parties, the Nevis Reformation Party and the People's Action Movement, under the leadership of Premier the Honorable Dr. Kennedy Simmons, who went on to become the first Prime Minister when St. Kitts and Nevis attained independence on September 19, 1983. The Prime Minister also added that Speaker Herman Liebert also presided over a house that saw the historic advancement of women. In 1980, Eugenie Byron, now Eugenie Condor, was the first woman to be appointed senator in the House of Assembly. Then, in 1984, Constance Mitchum became the first woman to be elected to serve in the National Assembly. Herman Liburt's significant contributions to the socio-cultural fabric of St. Kitts and Nevis have forever been cemented, not only through his prominence as a speaker and lawyer, but also because of the influence and respect he held as a newspaper columnist, community leader, and legal advisor to the Nevis Island administration, Prime Minister Harris further stated. Herman Libert was a founding member of the Nevis Historical and Conservation Society, which held its inaugural meeting on July 25, 1980. He served as president of the Nevis Cricket Association from 1980 to 1982. He was also a member of the Nevis Island Assembly from 1992 to 1999. Prime Minister Harris extended deepest sympathy to Herman Liburt's daughter, Krista Libert Clark, his son, Stephen Straker, his two brothers, Dr. Linton Libert and Claudius Libert, and his five sisters, Eleanor Dash, Rosalind High, Marilyn Libert, Millicent Libert, and Yvonne Libert. Still to come.
That comes off at 7:30 p.m. at the church. It's you can't miss.
The details after this break.
At a loss as to what's going on in Nevis? Tune into NNC on NTV. Don't worry if you don't have cable either. NNC will bring the news to you wherever you are. Facebook and Facebook Live. YouTube and YouTube Live. NevisTVOnline.com. Roku app, NTV mobile app, Smart TV, Apple TV, and any other IPTV platforms. When me ANC and you ANC, NNC.
Welcome back. Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris was on Tuesday, April 16th, bestowed the Order of Propitious Clouds with special grand cordon by the President of the Republic of China, Taiwan, Her Excellency Dr. Tai Ing-wen. The Order of Propitious Clouds with special grand cordon is one of Taiwan's highest orders and decorations conferred on foreign heads of government. The honor was bestowed on the St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister during a state banquet held at the Presidential Office Plaza in Taipei. Prime Minister Harris, who arrived in Taiwan on Monday, April 15th, was officially welcomed to the country with a 19-gun military salute by the Honor Guard, comprised of Taiwan's armed forces. The military honors ceremony was attended by officials representing the highest levels of the Taiwan government, including President Her Excellency Dr. Tai Ing-wen, Vice President Shen Xian-jen, Minister of Foreign Affairs the Honorable Dr. Jai-Shie Joseph Wu, and other ministers of government as well as representatives of the country's diplomatic and consular corps. Prime Minister Harris stated that Tuesday's military display by the Taiwan Honor Guard is, in his opinion, a clear representation of the strong bond of friendship and that already exists between both countries, whose diplomatic partnership has spanned more than 35 years. Prime Minister Harris reiterated to President Tai and the government of the Republic of China, Taiwan, St. Kitts and Nevis's highest esteem and support for their country. He said the Republic of China, Taiwan can count on St. Kitts and Nevis to bolster Taiwan's effort to secure membership to international organizations and satisfy the aspirations of its people to contribute more to global solutions in meeting the challenges of development, peace, and security. Prime Minister Harris is using his 5-day visit to further solidify the strong bond of trust and friendship between the governments and peoples of St. Kitts and Nevis and the Republic of China, Taiwan. The Henry Memorial Wesleyan Holiness Church in Box Hill, Gingerland is celebrating its 100th anniversary this year. Reverend Salome James is the pastor of the Henry Memorial Wesleyan Holiness Church.
Our theme for the celebration is embracing our heritage, invigorating our ministry, making a difference for eternity. We have a number of activities planned. On the 21st of April, April 21 at 6:30 p.m., we have an Easter cantata. You can't miss it. The theme of the cantata is No Greater Love. We are asking that persons give a donation of $20. We're not paying to come to the church, but obviously the activity would have incurred some expenses, and we would just like to have the celebration to defray some of those expenses. So we're asking that people would help and make a contribution.
Reverend James also announced 3 nights of evangelistic services at the church from Sunday 21st to Tuesday 23rd April, commencing at 7:15 nightly. The speaker will be Reverend Sylvester Herbert, former lecturer at the Caribbean Wesleyan College and current pastor of the Bastair and Connery Wesleyan Holiness Churches in St. Kitts. A drama production on May 10th with the theme Tried, Tested, Triumph will also be a part of the activities.
That comes off at 7:30 p.m. at the church. It's you can't miss, okay? A drama production. And we're asking that everyone would come to our production. We are also asking for a contribution. As a matter of fact, some tickets are on sale.
The anniversary activities also include a bonfire at 6 p.m. on June 10th at Indian Castle, an anniversary gala awards dinner at the Botanical Gardens on June 28th, as well as an anniversary service on June 30th at the church, starting at 5 p.m. with Dr. Job Ward and General Superintendent of the Wesleyan Holiness Churches in the Caribbean as the speaker. Tickets for the events are available at the Henry Memorial Wesleyan Holiness Church, and persons can contact the church at 469-3232 for more details. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Fredecia Liburd. Thank you for viewing.
Everybody have a good time. We're enjoying ourselves, we're having fun.
Love, passion, pride. Culturama 45. The Caribbean's greatest summer line. We are alive from July 26th to August 6th.